Hi everyone, my name is Crosas. The following time I'd like to do a presentation for my final essay for the course of the University English. First, I would like to ask you some questions. Do you feel familiar with some newspaper articles as follows? For example, 15 years old student had got her first pregnancy. No feelings, right? Then how about this? Only 9 years old. The underage sex behavior become worsening. We cannot ignore it. After hearing all these articles again and again, do you feel upset or you may feel uncomfortable? Don't you think that our society is going on a wrong track? So, after reading this, I decided my desired topic of the final essay should be related to this. The topic is, should sex education be launched into the secondary school curriculum? You may feel a little bit confused. Sex education? Why we should teach the students about that? Some people may even claim that nowhere will do such a thing. It's silly. It's useless. Why don't you just put your resources in another area? For example, in the housing problem. However, it really exists and the number is really founded. In fact, there are many countries, especially the those developed ones like UK and USA. Their high school or even the junior school will provide the lesson of the sex education, because the people in the foreign countries see the teenagers as an adult, so they think they should know about that as well. However, why Hong Kong, such a cosmopolitan city, do not consider launching a lifelong using knowledge to our students? Chinese people has long been argued that without a proper attitude towards the knowledge of sex, which can also imply they are lacking the understanding of sex. As the secondary school students are in the process of being a mature one, I think there is a need to provide some knowledge of it to them. And also, since I take a course of sexuality and cultural diversity, I know that the meaning of sex is not something only biologically, but also some psychological factors like the concept of gender and the sex orientation of different people. Nowadays, discrimination to those gay couples or some transgender one are very common in many ways in many places. Personally, I respect to all people's sex orientation and their gender because, we are not the judge. We don't have the right to say it is wrong or not. A good student, or I should put it in this way, as a human is not only focused on doing well in the workplace or in school, but also learn to respect others. The students should bear it in mind. That's why I agree the topic that sex education should be launched into the secondary school curriculum. I discussed this topic with some of my friends in the university. They think it is a good topic at the same time and it is necessary to think about. But the point is that we cannot make it as compulsory one because of several reasons. One of the obvious concerns is that the real meaning, or I should say the purpose of sex education might be misunderstood, might be destroyed when we make it in compulsory way. Since a subject can be regarded as a compulsory one, which can also mean that there might be many assessment, the grading criteria or the examination at the extreme. Imagine you were under this situation. You would choose to try to understand it or just memorize it. I think you got the answer, right? Another reason is that it may lead to the dissatisfaction of parents. Some parents are still too traditional. They may think, don't say something to the kids because they are still young. Their views might be wrong, but we cannot say anything, we cannot argue anything. So, in my opinion, in order to avoid it, I would like the sex education launched in a way that students can choose whether they would like to join or not, which means as a voluntary way. The schools are highly recommend to play a role of an advisor. They can invite some guest speakers to talk something about to the students, and at the same time, I would highly recommend them to go to some event about gender and sex information, just like the Hong Kong Pride Day for gay couples. Those interesting way may catch the students' interest, so that's our purpose. To make our students understand the true meanings of sex and to respect others. can be finally succeed. I hope that sex education can be launched one day. Thank you.